Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CHALL, and today Chall Chats Thorpe Park Resort. Now, we have a couple of updates from Thorpe Park Resort coming over the next couple of days. We've got another Project Sparkle update speaking about some of the things that have been going on over the last few days around the resort, like we did earlier on in the week. But this one is a specific update about two removed attractions. One of them is closing, and one of them is finally being removed after years of being SBNO, standing but not operating, with no hint of reopening. Slammer is finally going, it's finally going to be removed, but they're also closing Black Mirror Labyrinth, which opens up a huge plot of land for future investment. Now, before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Let's get there as soon as possible, please. And for now, guys, let's talk about both attractions closing and what that means for the future of the site. So, Black Mirror Labyrinth is closing at Thorpe Park Resort. Now, this opened in 2021, a year after official scheduled opening due to the coronavirus pandemic. Now, Black Mirror Labyrinth is a walkthrough experience, or was a walkthrough experience, with multi-sensory technology and special effects, along with screens, projections, and lighting. Now, this was themed around the Netflix Black Mirror series. This was in the building that used to host the Walking Dead Living Nightmare maze that operated at Fright Nights. This building it was a pretty decent sized building. They utilized the Slammer queue line for that building as well. Now, of course, also being removed is Slammer. This is the S&S Sky Swap, the only one that was left in the world before it closed itself, meaning that the model is now extinct. Now, Slammer was a brilliant thrill ride. I loved Slammer. It was one of my favorite thrill rides ever. I still rate it as my favorite thrill ride, even now. There's not been a thrill ride at the moment that's kind of topped that, if you know what I mean. Slammer's just took the biscuit for me. I thought the restraints were a little bit odd, but for me, I think it was comfy on me. There was some people saying it was rough at times, but for me, I think that Slammer was a great thrill ride, and it's been years since it left, and it's so sad to see it gone. And now it's finally been removed. So Slammer is finally been removed. Black Mirror Labyrinth is being closed. What is going on down at Thorpe? So here on your screen right now via Google Earth, Fandabidozi, is the site, if you include the queue line, Slammer, and the Black Mirror Labyrinth building. Now, obviously, the Black Mirror Labyrinth building is an extension to the X No Way Out building, which is now Walking Dead The Ride. What do they do with the Walking Dead The Ride? Do they close that as well? Do they turn it into, one site? Obviously, you've got the ghost train next door. So, what do you do? Obviously, the ghost train will still be there. I've got no kind of doubts about that. Obviously, it went through a recent refurbishment last season. So, there's no kind of reasoning behind getting rid of ghost train. We've only just changed it. So you've got Black Mirror Labyrinth, you've got the Slammer, you've also got potentially Walking Dead The Ride if you extend that site upwards as well, which is why I've done it in a different color. So what do you do with that site? What can you do with that site? There's a few things you could do, to be fair. I mean, you could maybe, if the right design came up, maybe you did something like a huge kind of thrill ride with that plot of land. But then you've also got the opportunity to do another new roller coaster, which I don't think's out of the question. I think if you did the sites for both Walking Dead The Ride and the Black Mirror Labyrinth / Slammer sites as well, then you've got a huge plot of land there for a potential roller coaster development in the future. So there's different things you could do there. You could do a new thrill ride, because I think that overall, for me, I feel like there's an opportunity there with what Alton Towers are doing with Project Ocean, probably for 2025 in that Ripsaw plot. They could do something similar to that, but a different thrill ride. Potentially we could see something this year in terms of planning applications, planning acceptance, things like that. So I think there's an opportunity for them to do something here. So overall, what do we think overall, I'm thinking either a massive thrill ride to replace or fill the void that was left by Slammer for years, or we're looking here at the potential next site for our next roller coaster development, especially if you include the Walking Dead the ride in that site and you get rid of that as well. You open up a huge plot of land for a roller coaster. What type of roller coaster? If you just put in a Mack Hyper coaster, then you've not got a lot of options left. I mean, you could go with the spinning coaster. You could go with either a Max spinning coaster for the family thrill market, or you could go with an extreme spinning coaster and do one for the extreme thrill market, kind of like what you see at Plopsaland Japan. For me, I think that it's one of them. I think it's one of them. I think that you could go with the spinning coaster. I don't think they'll go back to what they were gonna do. I think there used to be some old planning images for that site, and they were gonna. I think the plan was like a wooden coaster that never got built. So for me, I don't think that's in the question. I think if you're going to go with a coaster for that site, you go with a spinning coaster of some kind, or you go with a massive thrill ride if you don't intend to take out the Walking Dead the ride. Either way, the Walking Dead the ride opens up a debate for the future. Do you get rid of it? Do you change it back to X No Way Out? Do you revitalize it into a brand new attraction again? What do you do with it? Comment down below, because the Walking Dead brand, I know Walking Dead's doing its spin-off at the moment, teasing the Rick Grimes spin-off pretty much. Do you do a bit of refurbishment to Walking Dead the ride? Do you incorporate that into the story now? What do you do? What do you do? So comment down below your thoughts about that. I'd love to know your thoughts on all this. But definitely Black Mirror Labyrinth and Slammer are going. Whether you include the Walking Dead the ride or not is just anyone's guess or anyone's discussion. If they do that, new roller coaster for me. If they don't, we're looking at a brand new thrill ride for me. And then maybe turn the Black Mirror Labyrinth building back into a Fright Nights maze, if you don't intend to tear that bit down. But for now, guys, thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I am the CHALL Turaf.